97.3 Citi FM. Relevant radio, always.
Hi, my name is Nathan Quao and welcome to the preview of match week 27 of the Barclays English Premier League match day live on Citi 97.3.
Kupenda Condoms. Love right.
Benjamin Nketsia of the Citi Sports Desk joins me as we look ahead to Saturday and Sunday. It's a massive weekend where teams will find out whether or not they are going up or down, and we'll find out if a Capital One Cup winner will be determined on Sunday. Ben, let's start off with the first game on Saturday, and it's West Ham and Sunderland. One team that has got Dimitri Payet ticking all the right boxes, and the other team that's got a manager who wants to let them stay up in the league.
I think this should be a good one. Match day 27, you call it. West Ham are still in 6th position, meaning that they are performing way beyond expectations. They are FA Cup quarter-finalists as well. And I think they've gotten performances from undercard players we didn't expect would give them monster performances this season. Payet's injury, which came towards the latter part of the year, was supposed to be the point where they were supposed to have that major slide down the table, but they managed to consolidate with some key performances from some individuals, and I think that has largely helped what Slaven Bilic has done. I mean, it's not been easy getting wins while changing the style of play or bringing in a more offensive way of play, and it's been done successfully. So I think that this is one of those games where we'll have open end-to-end attacking football. Dimitri Payet, of course, will be the key factor for West Ham in this one. For Sunderland, of course, it's Jermaine Defoe, the evergreen Jermaine Defoe. He never goes away. He went to the MLS, and in 6 months he was back. And he's virtually carried the rest of the team on his back. But they will need performances from individuals like Yan and Villa. I think that they need to get some help from their defensive midfielders if they will stop conceding as many goals. That's been the problem for them. They've never shied away from creating opportunities, but they need to shut up shop at the back. If they can do that, they could possibly split points with West Ham in this one.
We'll see. So that game is at the Bowling Ground from 12:45. Our second game on Saturday is probably the biggest on Saturday. It's between Southampton and Chelsea. Remember this game? Part one of this was played at Stamford Bridge, and the set of Jose Mourinho on that amazing 8-minute rant that has kept us all interested up until today. And then there's a reverse of this fixture played at the St. Mary's. It's Southampton taking on Chelsea, and since then both teams have gone in very interesting directions. Chelsea took out Mourinho, brought in Hiddink, he stabilized the ship. Ronnie Koeman is still there. He's beginning to put the pieces back together and then push on for a possible European place.
Fantastic manager, Ronnie Koeman, especially if we judge based on the depth of talent he has at his disposal. I mean, he was moaning about not being allowed or not being allowed money to invest in a squad during the January transfer window, but it looks as if he's managed to soothe all those problems. And I think that managers deserve credit for such things. It's never easy to keep an unhappy player at a club, and he had 2 unhappy players who were waiting to make a move. I think that he's brought the squad together well. 3-1 against Jose Mourinho, even when the times were turbulent for his team, just gives you a sense of what Southampton have been doing. Again, they've been without their major striker this season in Graziano Pella, but they've also managed to draft in Shane Long, and he's given them quality moments in there. They've scored 11 goals from headers, the most in the Premiership this season. It just tells you what they do from dead ball situations, one, and also from crosses from lateral areas. I think that the Portuguese Cedric needs to come in for commendation as well. Brilliant shot from him. Ryan Bertrand, I think that if Chelsea had known that he would have turned out this way, they would have given him that slot when Ashley Cole decided to bowl. I think that Southampton have a very good chance of walking away with everything in this one. They've been one of the more impressive sides. I mean, Chelsea are still getting it together, but I still think that Southampton is a side with a lot of quality that doesn't get trumpeted enough, and that will just get under the skin of Chelsea. I mean, if they know, or if they go back and watch the videos of the 3-1 defeat, in early season. It should give them shivers and it should give them a jolt, but I still think that at St. Mary's, Ronald Koeman will be able to do this.
We'll see. So it's a meeting of two Dutch managers. Ronald Koeman on one side, Gosiding on the other. On Saturday, we close out with West Brom versus Crystal Palace. Two teams who are playing some very strange types of football. Despite the quality in their team, they don't want to open up. They want to remain solid. That closes out on Saturday at 5:30. But on Sunday, it's a super Sunday in every sense of the word. Ben, we start off with the Capital One Cup final. I mean, that's even later. We'll get to the Capital One Cup final though, but I don't know if you want to share your initial thoughts on that. But there's Man United Arsenal also on Sunday.
Exactly. Man United Arsenal should be an interesting one. I mean, their name never goes half to the news. Louis van Gaal. I feel that the point has come where United need to clarify the situation with their manager. It's not good for the fans. It doesn't work well for us journalists, because journalists will keep popping the question at pressers, and we know how Louis van Gaal gets. He will be sending people out to get mincemeat and wine and
pie and all that.
So I mean, they need to clarify that situation, get it sorted out. But again, you need to talk about United's injury situation. What, 14 players now out injured?
David De Gea could make a return.
Exactly. I mean, that would be big for them, because David De Gea, he's proven that he could be a match winner between the sticks for United. For us now, I think that the time has come. I mean, United have always been one of those sides they've struggled against, especially at the Theatre of Dreams. I mean, 6 defeats in the last 8 to Old Trafford. It doesn't bode well for Arsene Wenger, but this is a time where he's probably scoring a lot of goals and not conceding as many as Arsenal usually do. So there's a lot to be optimistic about. They've rested Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez from previous games. So I mean, the squad is relatively fresh compared to what other teams are doing. United have played quite a number of games in the last stretch, and the squad is stretched thin. So all that could factor in fatigue. Who wants it more? The manager's job on the line. Do players want to play for their manager? How hungry are Arsenal for this title? I think that we will all find out this week against United at Old Trafford.
We'll see. That game is the first on Sunday at 2 p.m. But the big one, Liverpool Man City for the Capital One Cup. And it's a huge chance for Manuel Pellegrini to win at least something in his final season at Manchester City for Jurgen Klopp. It's a great way to start his life in England. A few months into the job, he stands before a trophy. 120 minutes, possibly a shootout, separates the two managers from walking away with something.
Brilliant for Jurgen Klopp. I mean, I just think that this is a tale of two managers. One who is just about getting comfortable in his role with the team, and the other who is just about saying goodbye to the team. I mean, I've seen all the memes on the internet. Manuel Pellegrini, I mean, not caring about whether Manchester City lose or win anymore. And I think that that's the big factor here. For Jurgen Klopp, anything that happens in this final is really a bonus for him, because they've not really had a good season. I mean, he's trying to patch things up just so they can get over the finish line, and then they can restart the machinery come next season. So, I mean, a win in the Capital One Cup final will be fantastic. I mean, no big team usually prioritize winning the Capital One Cup, but then again, that's why I call it a bonus. For Manuel Pellegrini, they've scored 17 goals in the competition. They are one of the better sides in this league, but they come off that big battering from Chelsea. 5-1 they lost in that game, and you get the sense that, I mean, a lot of the quality players, or a lot of the first team players will be drafted in for this final, because they need to save some face. I mean, they are losing games really fast. A lot of rumors, a lot of underhand dealings going on in the club. It doesn't bode well for anybody. I just feel that they need to end the season on a high note. They are not going to win the Champions League. Their foot on the Premiership is not the steadiest right now. So I think that the Capital One Cup might be one of their best chances at silverware. For Pellegrini, if he is still conscious about going out or bowing out on a high note, I think he should go out to win this one.
We'll see. So, Ben, Nketsia tips Liverpool. Who do you tip? It's Liverpool versus Manchester City in the Capital One Cup on a proper Super Sunday by every definition here on Citi 97.3. Of course, the coverage will be incomplete without your input. The prizes are still here with us, and people are not winning. This week, you have one more shot. It's Liverpool versus Manchester City. We need you to predict the exact scoreline. So if you get the scoreline right, you will get an amazing prize from us here at Citi 97.3. It's the predict and win Liverpool versus Man City. Who wins the Capital One Cup and by what scoreline? If you get it right, there's an amazing prize waiting for you right here. So that's to accompany the live football. We start on Saturday at 12:45. West Ham versus Sunderland, and then we've got Southampton taking on Chelsea, West Brom and Crystal Palace at 5:30 on Sunday. Man United versus Arsenal, Liverpool versus Manchester City in the Capital One Cup final. So join us for the games on Saturday, But until then, take care, have a lovely time viewing, have a lovely time listening to us. We'll be back for another preview next week.